The Senate this week overwhelmingly confirmed former Georgia Rep. Doug Collins as the next Secretary of Veterans Affairs, making him the first post-9/11 veteran ever to serve in the post. The move gives President Donald Trump his point person for veterans policy changes and reforms within the massive VA bureaucracy. Republican lawmakers hailed Collins as the right pick for the job because of his personal experience in the military and his commitment to ensure that veterans have access to the care they need.
I want a VA secretary who understands the VA's mission. I want a secretary who will put veterans first. I want a secretary who recognizes the VA's importance in serving veterans and contributing to a safe and successful future for our nation. The success they had in uniform, I want them to have that success as a veteran, as a civilian, as a citizen. Congressman Collins is that person.
My mission is for our vets. Our mission is that the VA will be so America First focused because America First puts our veterans first. That's what you're going to get from me. You're going to see me a lot here. I'm going to keep you up to date. We're going to be transparent because our veterans deserve nothing better. And to the veterans who work at the VA and the employees at the VA, you're not going to have a better friend than me because I'm going to raise the bar, hold you accountable, because we have a job to do. Mission 1, starting today, our vets.
Collins served in both the Navy and Air Force Reserve as a chaplain and deployed to Iraq as a member of the 94th Airlift Wing. During his confirmation hearing last month, he talked about experiencing toxic burn pit smoke firsthand while overseas and counseling service members about the mental stresses of combat deployments.
I'm an Iraq war veteran. I understand burn pits because I slept next to one for many months. I understand this generation that went for time and time and again, deployment after deployment, in a different way than we've seen many times before in our past wars and the needs that they have. But also being a veteran, I think I also bring something that is unique to this position almost since it became a cabinet position. I'll be the first member of this Hill, House or Senate, to serve if confirmed by this body, which I think brings a different perspective to my service here.
Collins has close ties to the Commander-in-Chief, serving as legal counsel for Trump since leaving Congress 3 years ago. He also appeared on the campaign trail with Trump throughout the summer during his re-election campaign. The final vote for Collins' confirmation was 77-23, with all of the opposition coming from Democrats. Now, that ratio was better than most of Trump's nominees for cabinet posts so far this administration, but it's still the most divisive vote for a Veterans Affairs Secretary in U.S. history. Collins' previous 11 predecessors in the top VA leadership role had only 16 votes against them combined. That's 7 less than what Collins got. Several of the no votes came as general opposition to Trump's nominees and his administration's moves to shut down various agencies. But a few lawmakers also voiced complaints about Collins' opposition to abortion services at the VA and his suggestions that he will end access to those medical procedures in coming months.
I care deeply about our women veterans and that they have the services they need. So I want to just ask you, do you believe a veteran who lives in Texas who has been raped and becomes pregnant should be able to get abortion care at her local VA?
Senator, that is an issue that is very sensitive in this body. It is something that has been looked at. Here's what the law actually says, and the original law from 1992 says the VA does not do abortions. 2 years ago, that was a decision that was looked at and decided. I will tell you this, we will be looking at that issue when I get in there to confirm that the VA is actually following the law.
So do you plan to modify that law then?
I will repeat just what I just said. When we get in, we're going to look and make sure that the law is being followed from the 1992 law where it said they couldn't and the revision that just happened.
That's just one of the major policy issues facing Collins as he takes office. The White House has also charged him with finding ways to expand medical care access for veterans, both inside and outside the VA system. And in recent days, the department has also announced plans to bring tens of thousands of employees back to the federal office as part of the administration's push to end remote work for government staff. Collins will have to find ways to make sure that those moves don't hurt efficiency in disability benefits processing for veterans. The VA Secretary is one of 5 top leadership posts at the department that need to be confirmed by the Senate. So far, Trump has announced his nominee for only one of the other 4, Sam Brown, who was picked to lead memorial affairs for VA. His confirmation schedule has yet to be set. For Military Times, I'm Leo Shane.